minute. So what I've decided to do before the show is have all four of them come out at the exact same time. They're going to each do a minute, and at the end of each minute, without any interview, they're going to hand the mic to the next person. They're going to go minute, 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 and then at the end of those 4 minutes, you get to decide who you like the most, and they get a spot at Madison Square Garden. And whoever you like the least has to take 6 months away from the show. Ooh, does this sound like fun? Well, make some noise for them. Here they come at once. First, it's Rick Diaz. Ooh. Next, it's David Jolly. Third is Drew Nickens. And fourth is Jack Shaw. So, we're going Rick, David, Drew, Jack. Going first with 60 seconds. Make some noise for Rick Diaz.
I'm so happy to be doing this. I have such a great track record battling other comedians on this show. It's anyway, anybody else depressed or what? Yeah, I woke up this morning. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I don't suffer from sleep apnea. I suffer from awake breathing. Yeah, when I was a kid, I broke a window at home, and my parents were like, "Rick, just stop trying to get in." I was talking to my therapist, and I was like, "You're not taking any notes." And he was like, "I'm trying to forget this." Yeah. A girl told me, "You can do whatever you want to me." So I disappointed her. She was like, "Is that a gun in your pocket, or it's a gun?" Thank you guys very much. You've been great.
Exactly 1 minute by Rick Diaz. He hands the microphone to David Jolly. Make some noise for David Jolly.
How y'all doing tonight, white people in Puerto Rico? Hell yeah. We in God's country, baby. You know what I mean? Remind you of the old days, back when we could be Americans, you know? Everybody don't get offended by every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? We're goddamn Americans. A man have a bad day at work, he come home, and he punch that bitch in the face. This is my wife. What you mean I can't hit my wife? That's crazy. Hell yeah, the good old days. I'm glad we didn't have social media back in the good old days, because we also didn't have this thing called child abuse. Can you imagine getting your ass whooped on your grandmama Facebook Live? That bitch got them long ass titties swinging in the camera. Everybody in the comments like, "Oh, take his jaws off. Kick him in his ass." Hell yeah. Every year, oh, that's my time. Thank y'all, y'all been a bunch of fun.
Drew Nickens.
I wasn't born this way. I actually was assaulted by some airmen. I got a TBI, and I actually lost a tooth that night. And it was really scary because I had to pick myself up. So I picked myself up, I picked up that tooth, and I put that bitch right under my pillow for the tooth fairy, am I right? And there was $2 under my pillow the next day. She knew I had a head injury before I did, because there was a Chris Benoit action figure on the side of my bed with a fucking take care on a Post-it note. On a lighter note, I learned how to pleasure a woman from my grandma. She said, if you want to make the hoe squirt, you got to give that hoe the retarded wave. That's why you do the Star Trek symbol. You slide that thing up, and then you wave like a retarded guy at a bus stop, like, you got to make that noise so it sounds like a vibrator, like, and you got to make an eye contact. Women are horrified when I do that joke. I only do that for entertainment purposes only, unless you're down. Thank y'all so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Shaw.
Nashville! her so much, guys. I do. But I'm Jewish, and she's Christian. And this bitch is going to hell, man. Oh, man, I love her so much, dude. I do, but I have to protect her now. I have someone to protect. So I went to the gun range for the first time, motherfuckers. Oh, my God. Now I want a fucking gun, guys. It was so much fun. I get why kids bring them to school, dude. Understand, I grew up in Los Angeles, California. I grew up liberal, anti-gun. Why would anyone want a gun? No guns. And then I picked up a gun. And I was like, Nancy Pelosi is a bitch.
Jack Shaw, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is another fun experiment. Why don't you guys line up how you performed? Rick, come on, you guys step up, step up. Rick Diaz, David, you guys would go side by side. There we go. Jack over here. They're not the smartest people, as you could tell. Okay, now I've been informed by the great director Anthony in the magical eye in the sky that he's been able to obtain an audio level measurement system here in-house. It's in the back of the house. There it is right there, as you can see. Check, 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 1, 2. So, okay, you guys were able to get it up to 106 during the test. So we're gonna do this very officially so that the crybabies on the internet and anywhere else fucking see how we're doing it by science tonight. Actual science, the technology seems to be getting better as the Netflix deals start rolling in. Ladies and gentlemen, you decide who goes to Madison Square Garden, and you also decide who's taking 6 months away from the show. Never before has so much decision-making been in the hands of an audience, and who better than Nashville, Tennessee to decide. With that said, here we go. How many of you, and try to not go twice, that would be my recommendation. Pick it in your head now and make noise for that person when I say that person's name, or else you're gonna fuck it up. How many of you have Rick Diaz winning this tonight? That got up to what, 103? 103.7 was his maximum. How many of you have David Jolly winning this? What is it, Anthony? 113.9. All right. How many of you have Drew Nickens winning this? Oh boy. 94.8, Drew. Drew, don't wear the sadness on your face like that, Jesus. This is a very tough art form, Drew. You're in a battle against great comedians. You're doing just fine, Drew. How many of you have Jack Shaw winning this tonight? $114.3. Oh my God. By 0.4 of a point, Jack Shaw pulls it off. This ended up a little more depressing than I thought it would be. Drew, we love you. Everything's okay. What do you want? You want some fucking... Step up to the mic, Drew. Are you okay?
It is what it is, Tony.
Everyone loves you, Drew. You've been doing it less time than these three guys. Don't take it so hard on yourself. You have to understand that being part of a competition like this is much better than not being part of a competition like this. You're in the game, Drew.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Tony. Thank you guys, Nashville.
Drew Nickens. And based on fucking goddamn son of a bitchin' principle, just because it was within 0.3, Let's get David Jolly up too at MSG. Why not? There they go. Give it up for the boys. Jack Shaw's going to Madison Square Garden. David Jolly to Madison Square Garden. Barely beating. Boy, that was really close. He had 103.7. That sucks for everybody, kind of. Hey, it's fun that I take chances. It's fun that we have fun. One more time for the boys there. That's different. Little measurement system.